Coach, what's up, Coach?
What's good? What's good? How you doing?
I'm good. How you feeling?
Can't complain.
Hey, man. Hey, thanks for joining me, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely honored to have you on here.
No, no problem. I appreciate you having me for real.
So how you and the family holding up? Everybody good? Everybody safe right now?
Yeah, everybody good. We've been just in the house, just relaxing, cooping up. I got a 5 month old soon to be, so and a 6 year old. So we just really been staying in.
Man, congrats on that. Congrats on that, Coach.
Thank you, thank you.
Some of these questions, man, I'm gonna ask you questions about, what I'm saying, your life as far as hooping, and then your life as far as coaching. And some of these questions, I'm gonna kind of tug at you a little bit, see where you go with it.
Oh, for sure. I always keep my cool, so that's fine.
Okay, bet. To start off, Coach, just pretty much just for those who don't know, just kind of give a quick, little summary of yourself. Where you from, what I'm saying, type of family you grew up in and stuff like that.
So first, my mom is to me is like a superhero. So my mom. I had both my parents. My dad and my mom is to me like superheroes to me. I have three little brothers, Keenan, Kafani, and Jamal, and two sisters, an older sister, Loretta, and a baby sister, Kendra.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up, I'm from 51st and Peoria, grew up there, and my mom, again, single mom, and she really showed me early, being a big brother, like hard work.
Yeah.
So coming from that a tough area, which is 51st Peoria, which if people don't know, it's a rough area. So I think my mom early and my dad too, like they understood about like good schools and great education. So early I went to visitation, which is um, a Catholic school. I started off at visitation at 55th and Garfield. Then I went there from first through fourth grade. Then I went from there to Beasley from fifth through eighth grade. And Beasley, that's when I Derrick Rose, Big Ten Flowers. I went to school with them. So
Yeah.
growing, I seen where I wasn't not being the best player. It's like, man, I need to find a way to.
There's a Wi-Fi mess. Let me add them back. Let me see how I go. There we go. Yeah, yo, it kept saying like the Wi-Fi was bad. It kept like spinning on me.
I'm back now.
Yeah, I can see you.
So yeah, I mean, early my dad showed me like told me I wasn't gonna be the best player ever. So I need to find ways to be effective on the basketball court, and I was really small.
Yeah,
So going backwards, I played small fry basketball. So I don't know if people know what that is. Like small fry basketball is like
yeah,
is is really for guards that small that played that want to play basketball, but you're really small. So I played
yep.
around like fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh grade, but it's a height limit. Like you can't be over like 5'2", I think. So I was really small.
Y'all was a midgets in there, huh?
Yeah. So, but small fry, I played with guys like Jerome Randall, like Deshaun Thomas, and like a lot of guys that was extremely small.
Mm-hmm.
It toughened my game up too. So like that helped me grow as far as a basketball player and being small and being tough.
Yeah. Wow. Man, you named Jerome Randall. That's one of my favorite, what I'm saying, guards from Chicago. Chicago known for having fierce guards, but Jerome Randall definitely one top three, I want to say.
Yeah, Jerome is he's still hoop. I just talked to him when I literally this past summer. He's recovering from like ACL surgery, I believe.
Yeah.
Like I got thrown in the fire early playing against kids older and bigger than me. So
Yeah.
I think or it's gonna make me tougher. So
Facts. Okay. And then the first question I always start off with is who is the GOAT? MJ, Kobe, or Bron? Unless you got a different GOAT, and then if you could put them in order.
MJ, Kobe, Bron.
Yeah.
I mean, growing up in Chicago is MJ, but
Yeah.
order is from those three. I would say MJ, Kobe, Bron in that order. Mike got 6, Kobe got 5, Bron got 4. So
Okay, so you're not looking at the finals record. Did that matter to you? So if Bron get 2 or 3 more, will he be number one, or that's never that's off limits?
No, it's Mike. No,
So no matter what LeBron do, he can't pass Mike.
he'll have argument. He'll have an argument, but Mike went 6-0. Like it's hard. It's hard to say he's not GOAT. It's hard.
Oh yeah, I give you that one. But some people saying LeBron is probably one of a kind that we ever go see again in his life.
Sure, but
So I was thinking like, because if you think about it, most people be like, oh, the GOAT is Bill Russell because he got how many rings he got. So
true.
that's what I'm saying. So do that really matter? Like, are we
Not.
looking at total? Or are we looking at total domination of the game?
I think I honestly I look at the total domination of the game, and people forget Mike retired at the top of his game. Like he retired when he won 3 in a row.
Facts.
So like if we going off domination, Mike don't retire. We Bulls might have 7, maybe 8 instead of 6. So I mean that's
Yeah.
barbershop conversations and different eras and generations because Bron is dominating this era, Mike dominated his era, and things like that. So it's just great conversation.
Facts. Okay. For you, Coach, growing up, who was your favorite player coming up? Like, who was you watching film on? Taking the moves in the driveway.
When I was young, like real young, it was Al Iverson. Because me being small and being small, it was like, yo, I need to find somebody that, yeah, I know I'm not gonna be Al Iverson, but it was somebody that just played tough, played hard, played through injuries. It was like, man, this is the guy I really want to not pattern my game after, but like it's somebody I can look up to.
Okay. Now you got a favorite player now in the league?
Do I have a favorite player now?
Yeah.
I'll probably say Dame Lillard.
Oh, so
Dame,
you like guards for real, huh, Coach?
yeah, I'm a guards coach. Dame is really good. Like I think he's one of the most underrated players in the league. But like now he's getting his just due. But Dame is really good
So is Dame the best point guard in the league right now?
right now.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean who Steph.
Because people always hit me with that Steph one, bro. He
I mean,
cause they say he changed the game of basketball. He got everybody trying to do half court shots, long distance shots now. But I'm a big Melo fan.
but
So
Dame shoot just as far as Steph.
facts.
I mean, it's Damian Lillard right now. Today, if I had to pick the best player in the NBA today as December 23rd, 2020, I will pick Damian Lillard.
I'm not mad at that because to be honest with you, I wasn't really a big Warriors fan. Everybody became a Warriors fan. I didn't jump on that bandwagon. But
Now,
I agree with you 100%.
now,
But I can't argue with people that just so
Steph,
filled with
Steph has
Curry this, Curry that.
no. Steph has, yeah, it's an argument, but Steph has 3 rings, 2 MVP.
Hmm.
He has something that guys want. All the point guards in the league want what Steph has, MVPs and rings. So I mean, it's gonna be hard for somebody to say Steph's not. But I personally believe Dame Lillard is the best point guard in the league.
Facts. Okay. Now for this one, Coach, I want you to give me your top 5 players in the NBA right now. Everybody healthy, everybody in their prime.
Healthy and in their primes.
Yeah.
Bron, Kevin Durant, Giannis, Anthony Davis, and I mean, since I put Dame as my favorite player right now, I will put him 5th. Just right now, that's the 5. With
So you ain't rocking with Harden or Kawhi or Luka, nothing like that yet?
well, maybe I might have to take Dame out of there and put Kawhi.
Hey, but Daniel, I'm just asking because I like Kawhi too though, but I'm a sneaky Kawhi fan, so he on my 5.
A great player. So I mean, it's put 5. It's hard because Luka could be in there, like James.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my 5 because somebody way different, but I would put Kawhi instead of Dame. So I give Kawhi his just due. He's got rings.
Okay. So now this one, Coach. If they was to play, it won't never happen, but Do you think the 2012 Olympic team has a chance to beat the Dream Team?
No. I mean, I mean, at the at the end of the day, you got Mike,
Mm-hmm.
you got Mike on the Dream Team, you got Scotty, you got Clyde Drexler, you got Patrick Ewing, you got David Rock. Like you have legit, like everybody was a Hall of Fame except Christian Laettner, and he was the guy from college.
True.
It'd be extremely hard to beat that team. Charles Barkley, Karl Malone, John Stockton, like we naming like all time greats. Like 2012, it was great, but the back end, is everybody gonna make the Hall of Fame as in 2012?
I think about maybe five, six at the most.
That's what I'm saying. Like the back end of the dream, Magic Johnson was on that team. Like the back end of that dream team was just still like amazing.
Okay. I'm just mad because for me being young, I'm gonna be 24 next month, so I
Yeah,
never got to see MJ or Dream Team play. I just see what I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? So me being amazed at KD, Bron, Kobe, D Wade, Melo, Chris Paul, Darren Williams, like I don't know. I think that was probably the scariest team ever. You know what I'm saying?
true. That's what I'm saying. Like it's just it goes like this generation. Like in about 20 years, somebody gonna ask you that question. You could be like the 2012 Dream Team, and we could be like, "What? I ain't never heard of them." So it's
Yeah.
like I don't like kids nowadays still don't do all their research and homework on like dream teams, like or even Michael Jordan. Like I'm glad The Last Dance came out so kids can really see how like great Michael Jordan is, because if you have a conversation with it's me having a conversation with a teenager, oh, LeBron's the greatest thing ever. When it's like if I say Mike, they like, oh, you just hating on LeBron. It's like I'm not hating. LeBron is great, but I,
Yeah.
I don't. Mike is in the '90s. I was young, but like even me watching the Last Dance, it was like, yo, he was really like a rock star playing basketball.
Facts. Facts. That man he was different, bro. And I just think when people bring up the argument with the Kobe Bron and what's it, Kobe and MJ, I feel like they're all greats, but in their own different generation. You
Oh,
know what I'm saying? I feel like once you try to cross generations, that's where things get thrown up with the numbers and all type of stuff like that. But like I said, MJ had the '90s, Kobe had like the 2000s, and LeBron got like from the 2010 ish to probably now. You know what I'm saying? I just leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you can't cross generations
I,
because you got different rules. You know what I'm saying? Different style of play. You know what I'm saying? Physicality, all that matters.
I think Kobe too I think people don't give Kobe his just due too, because it was like, oh, he copied Mike, but I mean that was that's his idol, and it was so many people that called Baby Jordan and didn't like live up to that hype, and Kobe lived up to it and
Yeah,
and made his own path.
thanks. You should want to learn from somebody great like that. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that at all.
So
So if
that's
I
why
could take something from you, or if I could take something from somebody else, why wouldn't I want to do that to make myself be greater, better at my you know what I'm saying,
the
at my
craft.
game? Yeah,
Yeah, I just think Kobe is like, besides Al Iverson, like Kobe guys I watched was Al Iverson, Kobe, Jason Kidd, uh, Kevin Garnett. Like those are like, man, it's so many guys that like you can like study from. Like when I was in high school, Rajon Rondo was my like
ooh,
he was on it
yeah,
because I couldn't shoot. Well, I wasn't as confident as to shoot.
hmm,
I would watch like Rondo like really dominate the game without scoring, defend
yeah,
and run. Like you see that, and you see him just being effective without even looking at the basket. So I looked up to him when I was in high school. Like, man, I can really just be disruptive on defense and still run a team without even looking at the basket.
ain't got to score the points, man. Ain't got to score all the points. As long as you helping your team win, that's all that matters. Everybody got a different role. That's what I had to learn. You know, being a young dude, all you want to do is score. Thinking score is everything.
Mm-hmm. What
No,
different? Like everybody can score, everybody can do something. What's gonna make you stand out from the next guy?
yeah, and that's crazy you said that, Coach, because I was watching the Pat Beverly documentary, and he was saying how he couldn't get his foot in the door in the league, And he said, Will Bynum told him, like, look, separate yourself.
Hmm?
Become a defensive-minded player. And look at Pat Bev now. Pat Bev getting paid a
Million.
couple M's just to play some defense and get on your nerves and get in your head.
But I think too, when like being like, I think the people you have around you helps too. Like my dad, again, my dad was high school basketball. He was an all-state high school basketball player, played in college, played professional. So like I had cold early, and my dad telling me like, all right, man, you're not the best player on your team. What else can you do? So it was
Yeah.
him being in my ear telling me, all right, you're playing with Derrick Rose in 7th grade, and D Rose was a phenom. You're playing with Tim Flowers in 7th grade. He was 6'4", grown man, like in 7th grade. So like my dad told me early, like you need to find ways to affect the game and play off them. So I just was like, well, maybe I should start guarding somebody. And I think
Yeah.
early is stuck with me and helped me become like a really good basketball player.
Yeah. And that's crazy you said that because actually I kind of go hand in hand with kind of like I know we talked off, off the live about like my story. And man, like doing that, you know what I'm saying? I feel like playing ball is my only way of, clearing my mind at the time. And it just reminded me because Coach Sack had got on. And that whole time, like sophomore year, I was supposed to, what I'm saying? I was doing good, what I'm saying? Tryouts, made the team, everything was going good for me. But then I got ineligible, what I'm saying? My mind went right. So when I finally, what I'm saying, was able to put my grades up decent, Coach Sack told me, like, look, you probably one of the best defenders on our team,
Mm-hmm.
because we got this dude from New York named Jay. He would, what I'm saying, give us work. And I was just like, what, I'm going ahead and stop this dude and isolate myself, not try to be a scorer. I'm gonna take it. If it's open, I'm gonna take it, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And that's what kind of got me, playing time, So that's why I tell people now, like, look, if you got two scorers already, don't be a third one, because then you
Right.
might take a shot that's bad and miss it. You come out the game, now you can't do nothing. But
Yeah.
if you go defend somebody or you swat a ball, you deflecting the ball, they gonna leave you in the game, bro. That's how you get your time.
I feel like honestly, my sophomore year in Oak Park was my toughest year as far as playing basketball because I went from so I transferred from Rich South my freshman year. This is like my mom like not wanting me to go to any school at the time when I was graduating from Beasley. We were in the process of moving. We didn't
Hmm.
know where we was moving to, so my dad stayed in Richmond Park. So she told me to go out there for a year until she figured out where she wanna like move to because she was always thinking about like education and things like that.
Yeah.
So when I went out there, I had a good freshman year at Rich South. Then my sophomore year, I transferred to. My mom was like, "Yo, all right, we're moving to Oak Park." And me being from out south, it's like Oak Park. What is like? What's Oak Park? I've never heard of. You know, like I've never heard of Oak Park. And
Yeah.
we move out there. I began like sophomore year there. Went to trials and all that. I barely made the team. So like in the back of my mind, it's like, man, all right, cool. I barely made it. It's cool. But then I was sitting on the bench. Like I wasn't like playing at all, bro. Like I was really riding the pine, just like I was still being a good teammate and clapping and all that because I
Hmm.
like my dad being a coach. I can't come home and call him like, yo, dad, I'm not playing because the first thing he'll say is, well, you need to work harder. Like so, I
Yeah.
come home, I couldn't complain. So it was like, and I got hurt. So I'm like double behind. So everything like had to fall in place perfectly for me to start playing. So one guy quit, one guy became ineligible, one guy got kicked off, another guy got hurt, two other guys
Yeah.
playing like up to their potential. Then
Yeah.
coach called my name, and like this is what kids I don't think kids understand when you've been working, grinding, and really like working on your game, it will show.
Hmm.
Opportunity came, my name got called,
It was over with from there, huh?
took off. Straight up. Like took off. Didn't look back.
That's what, and that's kind of one of my questions I have for you too. Is like, if a player comes to you is like, Coach, I'm not getting playing time. Coach, how can I get more playing time? Like for you, what would I know you kind of just hit it on the head right now, but what would you actually tell them? Like,
I
do you tell them get in the gym or do this drill, do that drill? Like, what is your message to the kids that feel like, all right, maybe if I do this, or if I ask coach, maybe he'll give me playing time now.
So honestly, as a staff, we like to be honest with the kids, and
Mm-hmm.
like when you're honest with kids, it may hurt them a little bit, but in the long run, it help them. So if a kid asks me what can he do to play more, and your playing time is earned in practice. So like
Yeah.
you practice and play and do all the little things, the small things. The game, it'll show and the game speaks for itself. But if you practicing and and I was always told this, well, like if you're true to the game craft, you're living good and doing all the things you're supposed to be doing academically and things like that, basketball will be easy for you. Like if you don't be a guy that's like late staying up, watching TV, playing video games, or doing all that, and then come to practice and go 50% and expect to get all the playing time when the guy, your team next to you, is after school putting in work, going
Yeah.
studying, doing all the little things, and then coming to practice and still putting in work. It's like you can't get mad because the next guy's doing. Y'all got the same 24 hours.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Kind of back to basketball for you. Do you have a favorite basketball moment of your career?
Uh, I have a couple. I will go
Mm-hmm.
first. I would say high school. My senior year at Oak Park. I played with Iman Shumpert, Lamont Sanders, Adam Taylor, Quinn Peterson was they're like really close best friends to me.
Y'all had a nice little squad.
Yeah, we was really good, and I think we would have went far, but Shump broke his elbow two games before the playoffs, and that like hurt us really really bad as a team. But in that 07 class, we would have. It's funny because that 07 class would have been like we would have had to play. We lost to Proviso West in the regional championship, but we would have beat West. We would have played Evan Turner and Demetri McCamey at St. Joe's.
Ooh.
Beat them, we would have played Jake Pullen at Proviso East. And then if we would have beat them, we'd have had to play D Rose, Tim Flowers, and Simeon. So like that class, I'm naming like pros. Number 2 pick in the draft, D Rose, number 1 pick. Jacob Pullen, like overseas pro, Kansas State, one of the best players ever at Kansas State. Like I'm naming Misha McCamey's a pro. Like I'm naming guys that just pro would have been tough, but like I still would have loved our chances.
Yeah. So did y'all when y'all played? Because I know Proviso West is in Oak Park's conference.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys beat them both times in the regular season or no?
Yeah, we won a conference. We beat them both times. We came in first that year in conference, and we was like, honestly, we was looking ahead of them. Like,
Yeah.
but once Shump broke his elbow, it was like maybe we can like, because I don't know, they was trying to trick us and say, all right, if you guys win this game, Shump could come back, and like in our heads,
yeah,
teenagers like he might be able to come back from a broken elbow in 2 weeks. And we was like, oh, all right. So we was trying to get it ready. But in hindsight, if you think about it as a grown man, it's like no way he coming back from a broken elbow in 2 weeks. Like they was fooling us, but I mean it almost worked. So
yeah.
And I would say my second favorite moment is probably my second year at Malcolm X.
Mm-hmm.
My first year, because I went to Blackhawk in Moline, Iowa, had a real good year. So the second year, I would say that was my proudest moment because I really like locked in and focused that whole entire summer. Like
you got some crazy numbers over there. I looked it up. I was like,
yeah, but it was because of the work I put in that summer. Like I kid you not, it was two times a day, every day except Sundays. So like getting up 5:36 in the morning, working out with my dad, and it wasn't like I was doing like new workouts or new moves and things like that. I was just working on basic, getting to the elbow, pull up, shot, get to the other elbow, pull up, shot, like get to the other elbow.
the basics.
Just basic fundamentals, and like I felt like I put my head down and just really went to work in those 2-3 months. And like when I was in the zone a lot of times in games, sometimes the moves and stuff I was doing, I was like, yo, I never practiced this. But like
Got you.
I worked every single day except Sundays because my dad was okay with giving me a day off on Sundays because I was really working Monday through Saturday.
Yeah.
Proudest moment was those times at Malcolm X, and I was like, man, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm not practicing none of this, but in games, it's like boom, 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 scoring, like reading the defenders. It was like amazing, but like I was putting in work, I was watching film, I was doing all the little things. So when opportunity came, I was always
You was
ready.
ready.
Yeah.
Facts. All right, so who is you can do, from Chicago, you can do whichever college, whatever. Who is that one player for you that just always give you a hard time? Like as a hooper, you like, all right, if I come with it, like you always got to come with it hooping. But who is that person for you where like, all right, I can't slack one bit. I can't take no plays off, none of that.
In high school,
You can do whatever, high school, college.
high school, I would say I would do high school and Jake Pullen in high school.
Yeah, he a problem.
Jake was tough. I think we played him in summertime in Oak Park Summer League when it was in Oak Park. We played times there, and we played him my junior year. He was tough. Jake was tough.
So they didn't have a Riverside Brookfield yet, right? This was Oak Park. Okay, got you. Okay.
Summer League, and like they would come in, and that's when they had Brian Carwell. I don't know if you remember who that is. He was 7-footer. He went to East, and
wow.
Went to Illinois. Then I think he went to San Diego State. But he was 7 feet in high school. When you're 7 foot in high school, it's like easy.
It ain't, yeah.
So him and they had Jacob Pullen. It was like, man, and probably I would say in the summertime we had battles like Meacham McCamey.
Yeah.
Like that's like he was like I had to guard him sometimes. It was like that's a grown man. Like
yeah.
I'm like high school I was like 5'5", 5'6", like 130 pounds, and he like 6'3" built.
He a big guard.
Like, yeah, he's built like a grown man. So it's like, I have to pick him up early. Otherwise, I can't do nothing with
him. Okay. How was it playing with Shump? Was it? I gotta be careful how I word this because I'm not trying to come off as wrong. But sometimes playing with a player that's so good like that, it can either help your game or it can deteriorate your game. You know what I'm saying? How was it for your game? Did it help elevate your game, or was it times where you were frustrated, like, man,
No, I think me playing early with guys like Derrick Rose and Tim Flowers, like knowing I'm not the best player, so like,
got you.
I knew early, like, okay, Shump, you're the best player, bro. This is your team. Like, we need to figure out what I can do to help us because Shump he had Georgia Tech, North Carolina, he had everybody coming.
Yeah.
We like the team we was really close. Again, like I named all the guys I'm really close with. And it was easy. It was easy for us to play with somebody like that because he brought the best out of everybody. We brought the best out of him, and it was like a brotherhood. So honestly, it was easy for me. But I had that experience playing with Derrick Rose and playing with Big Tim, and it was like, I know I'm not the best player. I think it's hard for people to understand, like, when you're not, like, it's okay to not be the best player. Like, everybody has a role. From the top guy to the bottom guy, everybody's role is different. But you're a really good contributor on the team. So it was easy to play with Shump, honestly.
Okay. For you, Coach, who was that person for you that actually introduced the game of basketball to you? Like, who was the person that was like, try this out? Or was it a part of your family where you kind of just grew up right into it?
No, my dad, I got a picture of me 2 months old with a basketball in my crib.
Yeah.
My dad introduced me to it, and I ain't put it down. I ain't put it down since. But
so from that 2 months old, did you ever play any other sports where it kind of was like a tug of war, which one you gonna choose? And like, when was that moment for you where you was like, all right, this is what I'm doing for my life, with my life? I mean,
I played baseball. I couldn't play football because my mom wouldn't let me. She was always a little nervous about me playing football because I was small.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, she was like, nah. She thought like if I take one hit, it would have been over with.
Yeah.
I played baseball like first, second through eighth too. So I was pretty good at baseball, but I knew basketball was my. I would say like seventh grade. I knew it was like, yo, I really need to put in this work. If you really want to be good at it, I really need to put this work and focus strictly on basketball. And that's after eighth grade, I was like, no more baseball.
Okay. For you, what was something that you had to, overcome in life that you're proud of today? Because from the outside looking in, we don't know what you go through as far as a hooper or a coach, mentally, physically, stuff like that. So, not to get too personal, but, just something you're proud of that you overcame in life.
That I stuck with it. Like, I guess, like I never quit anything in my life.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy, especially nowadays. It's easy. Like, something don't go your way. Like the story I was telling about my sophomore year. I could have quit. Like I could have.
Yeah.
The dude was like, all right, just I'm not playing. I'm not getting any time. I'm just sitting on the bench. I could have just quit. But I mean, I've never quit at anything. So I think that's what I'm more proud of. And plus the fact that I took pride as a kid. I took pride at being a really good big brother.
Yeah.
So like my mom will always tell me, make sure like remember you got younger people watching you, which was my younger brothers. Like they're watching you. So if you steer wrong and get in trouble, the chances of them steering wrong and getting in trouble goes up higher. So I think I'm real proud of that too, being a really good big brother. I really took pride in that, and I still do to this day.
Facts. Salute to you on that, man. That's big, All right, so this right here is my favorite question to ask anybody from Chicago because I just can't wait to hear their answers. So for you, I want you to give me a Chicago one and then an Oak Park one. So if you can create a team of 5 people, all time, play for money, if you want to say, who would be your all-time 5 from Chicago and your all-time 5 from Oak Park?
I go Chicago first.
Okay. I'll give you KG because people have been asking me about KG. I'll give you KG because some people have been taking him, even though he only went for 1 year. But
no, I'm not putting KG in mine. I'm not putting.
Okay.
I would say you like the. I'm see it's so Chicago's so big, so I'm gonna go with the people I've seen because like I'll be biased because I would put Isaiah there number 1, but I didn't see him play, so I would put the people I've seen play.
Okay, respect.
So 1 will be D Rose, of course.
Definitely.
2, I would say Will Bynum. I've seen Will. I've seen that up close and personal.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Will Bynum. Who else there? My center will be Tim Flowers, so we will knock that out the way. My small forward will be Tum Tum, Jamarcus Ellis.
Oh, okay.
I seen him too.
I don't know, Coach. You forgot somebody. It's your 5 though, but I'm gonna see what you finish off with. I'm gonna see if you.
And my 4, I'm just going off people I've seen.
You've seen this dude who before. We all have.
Who?
I'll go ahead and finish, Coach. I'll let you finish first.
My 4. I know I'm gonna leave somebody out. Big Dre. DeAndre Thomas will be my 4, and I will leave it at that.
Now, what I was saying, you missed out on, but it's your 5. I'm just gonna see what you're gonna say. I'm like, so what are you going based off? You going? I know you said who you seen play, but you just thinking like,
I want to win.
No, so I'm thinking like people personally, or you thinking like just
people I've seen. Like I've seen those 5 guys, and D Rose is going in the backcourt. You got D Rose and Will Bynum.
No, I'm not mad at that. No, I'm just saying because I was saying you forgot D Wade, so that's why I was like,
I didn't see.
Okay, no, I thought you meant like, as a fan on TV. I didn't know you meant like up close and personal.
Like I went to a lot of games.
Got you. Okay, yeah.
And like not on TV, but in person.
Okay, yeah, I got you. Okay.
And like that 5, I think would like if put money on betting, I would take that. I would take that 5.
I'm not mad. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was hearing you right. All right, so OP, who you rocking with?
Oak Park, I would say
People actually sleep. Oak Park really do got some hoopers.
Oak Park got talent. It's so much talent in and out of Oak Park every year, every day. And all
Facts.
um I would say I would start top I would start at the center spot. Uh Actually no centers. No we're going small ball. So
Okay.
I would say Shump, um it's tough. Gabe Levin,
Gabe, my favorite player from Oak Park ever, bro.
uh Gabe Levin, Shump,
But Gabe, your big though. Gabe like 6'9" though. He could be your big man.
small ball.
Huh?
Going small ball. Gabe Levin, Shump, uh people don't know who he is, but probably Rob Strent.
I've heard of him before, but I never got to see him hoop.
Rob was a killer in high school at Oak Park. I think he might have averaged 20 easy. Might have hit 10. Uh, Lamont Sanders, which I'm biased because it's like one of my close friends, but he was
Nah, he could hoop though.
a dog,
He
a
could hoop.
a pit bull, a dog, somebody I didn't want to play against in practice.
Facts.
And five, I'm not gonna put myself.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
I was like, hey, you
I'm
do
not,
it yourself.
no, I'm not one of those people that put themselves uh in the category. But
Okay.
fifth person I would say is probably Greg Guy. Like Greg Guy averaged 30 in college.
I ain't never heard of him either. I'm young though, so you know what I'm saying.
Averaged
Okay.
like 30 in college. He was a killer. From all these stories I heard from Oak Park, I've been in Oak Park so long. Like he every time you listen and hear about him, it's always him, somebody else, him, somebody else, him. So yeah, that'd be
Now, now, when did he go to OP? I mean, when did he graduate?
I think he's 90s.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. I definitely wouldn't have heard
Yeah,
of him then.
80s, might be 80s. Yeah, 80s, 90s.
Okay. Okay. Give me your favorite basketball movie, Coach.
My favorite basketball movie? Hoop Dreams. That's easy.
Oh, okay. Okay. One of my last, I think, if not my last one, like two interviews ago, somebody said love and basketball. Kind of surprised me, but I
Nah.
mean, hey, I don't know.
Hoop Dreams. Hoop Dreams, man. Hoop Dreams. If you're a basketball player from Chicago, Hoop Dreams was everything. But although, like in high school, for me, another one was Through the Fire. So, like I would say, Hoop Dreams, Through the Fire was with Sebastian Telfair. That was one of the top closest ones that I was great and
I
motivating.
think I'm trying to think if I ever seen that one with Sebastian Telfair. I don't even remember. Cause I like Coach Carter. Coach Carter, my favorite movie, well, basketball movie.
Oh, it's way more better than Coach Carter.
Oh, Coach, come on now, don't do that. Don't do that, Coach. Don't do that.
We got it's so many more better than Coach Carter. I mean, but that's your favorite.
True,
I don't want to
true.
I don't want to tell you what's your favorite,
Okay.
but is he got game? You got Hoop Dreams. You got Through the Fire. You got what's the new I, Glory Road? Like is so many. It's
That's
so
a good one. Okay, I ain't mad at that one. I'll give you Glory Road. I get them, but other ones, I don't know.
like
I
I've
don't know.
Hoosiers though. So like I know people that's older than me saying Hoosiers is the best movie. I've never seen Hoosiers, so I can't comment on Hoosiers. But I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not my type of movie. That's not.
Okay. Now some of these coaches who would you rather have? You know what I'm saying? You starting a team, right? You had a choice between the two. Who would you pick?
Okay.
Bron or KD?
You can't start off with that. Bron.
Okay, you kind of hit this one on the head, but Steph or Dame?
Right now, dang.
Okay, Harden or Luca?
Luka.
Kawhi or Giannis?
Kawhi.
Brad Beal or Jimmy Butler?
Oh, Jimmy.
Jokic or Embiid?
Jokic, because he healthy.
You got Dirk or Tim Duncan?
Oh, Tim Duncan.
Steve Nash or Jason Kidd?
Oh, Jason Kidd all day.
Melo or Paul Pierce?
I love Melo, but I'm going to say Paul Pierce. Hey. I love Melo, bro. I love Melo.
Coach, come on, Coach. Oh,
Wait,
no.
you're young, though. You didn't see Paul. You didn't see Paul like that.
Yeah, but
You're young.
okay. We're gonna go with that one. I'm gonna put my little.
Hey, watch
I'm
Paul.
gonna put my fan tag aside. You know, I'm gonna
Gotta
be respectable of your choice.
separate the fan from the watching. What you? I coach, so like I can separate the fan. Hey, Melo,
Mm-hmm.
dog. But I think people forgot Paul Pierce, man. Paul Pierce was great.
Oh, I give you that one. And then my last one is D Rose or Westbrook.
Come on now.
Hey,
Come on now, D Rose. He the youngest MVP ever.
hey, you know it's somebody that's gonna say Russ.
Yeah.
It's gonna be somebody on here that's gonna say Russ.
Somebody that's different. Or they like to pride themselves on being different and difficult will say Russell Westbrook. Although Russ is great, but come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
I feel like if you're from Chicago, 99% of the time you probably gonna say Derrick Rose, unless you completely.
If you're not from Chicago, you probably gonna say Derrick Rose too, because he's 22 years old, was MVP. That's not even close.
Yeah.
Like, not even close. I love Russ, but come on.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Okay. Then now, coaching, I'm gonna transition to like the coaching questions for you.
Okay.
So, Maloney steps down. Have you ever thought about being a coach at Oak Park?
Honestly, me and Q used to talk about moments like that.
Mm-hmm.
Being a coach at Oak Park, but like once we went to Peyton and like took the culture to another level, it didn't even cross my mind because I thought like Maloney was gonna be there way longer.
Mm-hmm.
Then when he stepped down, I didn't even know if I was gonna go for the job or not because it's like I'm young and I didn't know how that would be perceived. You know, as far as like being young in Oak Park, like I'm 31, so I'm still relatively young. But I've started coaching at 23.
Okay.
So it was like I got 6, 7, 8 years of coaching already.
Yeah.
So once I called like old coaches of mine, which are mentors, I called Al Allen, Al was coach Oak Park forever. I
A
called
legend.
Nick Sacaleras, who was with Al forever. I just called them and asked them like, yo, I want to go for it, but I just wanted them like to ask them like just other questions and things like that. And they was like, yo, you should go for it. Like you're Oak Park. I work Oak Park camps. I've done AAU with Oak Park kids. So I feel
Mm-hmm.
it was only right that I go for it.
Okay. So when you went through the process of the interview and stuff like that, and they told you that you're gonna become the coach, what was that feeling that you were feeling when you finally realized, like, were you felt relieved, or were you excited? Were you anxious? Like, what were your feelings when they told you, okay, you're gonna become the next coach at Oak Park?
I honestly was very excited because I was excited, but then like I was leaving Peyton and
Mm-hmm.
like again, like people don't know about Peyton. Peyton is one of the best academic schools not even in the state but in the country.
Yeah.
First went there, it was so many people telling us y'all shouldn't go to Peyton and like because they're not good at basketball or whatever all the stuff they was telling us. It was like so like you guys are crazy for trying to build Peyton up, stuff like that. And again, Peyton, like I appreciate my opportunity and my chances at Peyton because as not just a person, but like as a man, I have a really good relationship with those players. and things like that. So it was tough to leave. But then, like getting the job at Oak Park, it was like such a almost a monumental moment because
Facts.
like coming full circle, like I know 90% of the basketball players at Oak Park. So it was like it felt like I felt old coming back because I was coaching in 6th, 7th grade. Now
Mm-hmm.
sophomores and juniors, but I've always they played AU with us, or I seen them at a camp I worked. So it was like I know him anyway. Like so, those relationships I have with these kids, it made
Mm-hmm.
sense to be at Oak Park.
Okay. Now, coming back to OP, what do you look forward to bringing back into that program? Like,
Just
what are you bringing? What are you bringing to the program to help bring the program, back to back to its original form?
uh, just fun, like bringing that excitement back to coming to the game and sticking to the strengths. Again, we talked about this because you went to Oak Park. It's
Mm-hmm.
talent in Oak Park year in year out. So
Facts.
like one being like changing the culture. It starts with the coaches, of course, but it's about the process. You get what I'm saying? So like the process is like we gonna work hard. We gonna hold each other accountable. Coaches include, players included. We gonna get up and down. Like we gonna stick to our strengths. We got it's athletes in Oak Park. We're gonna get up and down. We're gonna run. We're gonna play defense. We're gonna be in people. We're gonna be dunking. We're doing all of this just to bring that excitement back because it wasn't there. Like
Yeah.
and I think too, just the fun. Like having like playing high school basketball is the most fun you're gonna have as a basketball player. Honestly, if you ask any pro or any professional what's the most fun they had playing basketball, and most of them gonna say high school basketball because it's
Yeah.
when you get to college, it's a business. If you're lucky and fortunate to play in the NBA, it's a bigger business. So
Yeah.
high school, it's your brothers, it's guys that's going 10 years from now, it's gonna be in your wedding, it's gonna be your best man, and like they's gonna be your best friends. So high school basketball, it's about having fun. Like yeah, you want to win games, but it's about fun and just developing kids into men.
Facts. For you, I don't want to you to get your secret out, but as a coach, what do you look for in players? Like, what's that main thing about a person that you look for to be like, okay, that's somebody I want to have on my team?
How well you listen. Like listening, listening can take you far, not just in basketball, but in life, period.
Yeah.
Like just listen, because everybody, like again, we all know everybody can shoot, everybody can jump, everybody can dunk, everybody blah blah blah. But can you listen? If a coach tell you to go right over there, stand over there in that exact spot, can you do that?
Yeah.
But if I tell you something once, do I got to tell you again? Do I got to tell you 3, 4 times? It's like
Yeah.
because now like it's just listen. Like listening can get you on the court. Or and can you do this? Can you do the little things? Taking charges, loose balls, being a great teammate. Like can you when we're losing and you're not playing? Are you on the bench pouting? Your body language. Like we look at every little thing just to be like, man, this is because if one person look bad,
The whole team looks bad.
the whole team looks bad. So we got to be on point and sharp. Just because it just when we win it, you know how it goes. When you're winning, everybody's happy. But
Yeah.
you're losing, some adversity hit, that's when you find like your team. So I honestly love when it's adversity hit because you see some guys rise to that occasion. Leaders are born. You see guys like, all right, I don't want to be in this position. So, but like the adversity hit, that's when we as a staff we like seeing adversity, whether it's in practice, in games. Just we love seeing it because that brings out the best in people. Or
Facts.
worse.
Yeah. Um, for you, I see you guys had tryouts. Are tryouts done and everything?
Now we haven't with COVID we haven't had anything. So
Okay.
we're waiting on the next play to go, whether it's January, whenever they give us to go to go. I haven't. It's funny you asked. We haven't had tryouts. We haven't had open gym. or none of that, because in the summertime, when I first got a job, I wasn't really going to come to open gym or have an open gym because my wife was ready to have this baby, so I couldn't be around anybody
Yeah.
for the baby's sake and her sake.
Yeah.
I didn't do any open gym, but my close friend Adam Taylor, he has his camps and workouts.
The
So
trainer, right?
yeah, he's a trainer, so
Yeah.
a lot of them went to his camps and stuff like that. So I would just pop my head in the gym and see a couple guys and check it out and things like that. But other than that, we haven't had any type of tryouts or none of that. Unfortunately,
Okay.
with the pandemic, it is what it is.
Okay. For you, you know, when you guys do have a season, what is like one of your main goals you have set for yourself? Is it just to, you know, we all think, okay, we want to win state, we want to win the whole thing. But what is one of like some of your expectations you want to set forth right away?
Honestly, you said it. I'm not even gonna lie. That's the state title is like we want to play the last day of basketball in high school, which is playing on the last day of basketball state title.
Yeah.
But saying like that's a goal you want to shoot for every year. You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
honestly, it's to make these guys better young men. Like prepare them for college and things like that. Just preparing them for the next step in life. Because again, like everybody won't go Division 1. Is places we can go Division 2, D3, NAIA. Again, we seen Duncan Robinson was lighting the league up last year, and he went to Division.
Yeah.
So like it don't matter where you play, but it's about just that's go be one of the main things I'll focus on for sure is getting these guys ready for the real world, which is being a great brother, a great uncle, nephew, whatever, like being a great son and just making these guys better men. Like basketball is yeah, we want to win a state title, but making these guys better men, I think will be like the main priority.
Yeah. Definitely. What as a coach and player, what has the game taught you that carries into life? You know, because if you really think about it, the game can really teach you a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So for you, what was some of the main thing that it taught you?
Honestly, your work ethic, it translates. So like if you want to work hard, like I would say your work ethic and how can you be a part of a team. So work ethic, that's you want something so bad, you're gonna work for it. Whether
Yeah.
it's basketball, football, baseball, whatever it is, when you want it, you gonna work for it. That's one. And being how can you be involved in a team? So I love being a part of teams. Like I honestly miss it to this day, being a part of a unit. But
Yeah.
having a role, like everybody has a role in being a part of somebody like Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan his name don't get tossed in the top 10, but he had
Mm-hmm.
better careers because he was coachable. Like being coachable is something like if you're a Spurs player, you walk in and you see Tim Duncan's getting yelled at by Pop, and he don't say anything but okay. If the top guy is getting yelled at and drilled and his Pop, that makes it easier for the whole program. Like it just trickled down. Like if he yelled at Tim Duncan like this, I can't say anything. Like Tim Duncan is arguably top 10 player ever.
Yeah.
Like he don't
That's the best power forward to ever touch a ball, man.
just do because he was quiet in the
Yeah.
Antonio, but you yell at you never heard anything about Tim Duncan being a bad teammate or disrespecting his coach. You get what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
being coachable in not just in basketball, but in life period. Unless you're a billionaire, you'll have to be listening to somebody.
Yeah.
So just listening and like being a part of something.
Facts. Man, then just the last question I got for you, Coach. Who would you like for me who would you like to see on my podcast? You know, rather it could be another coach, any players you played with before, anything like that can come on here, tell their story and just give knowledge to the younger generation and to us all.
Uh I would say Tim Flowers. Tim Flowers is somebody that has a lot of knowledge about basketball, and the things he's got 2 high school state titles. And like he was like D Rose was arguably, he was obviously the best player in the country at the time. But like Tim Flowers is, people don't talk about Tim Flowers because he played D Rose, but Tim was arguably one of the better big men at 6'4", like I've ever seen. Just like that fear. So like Tim has I think he has so many stories that people need to hear of him, like growing up and being playing with the best player in the country. Well, in my opinion, he was the country, but OJ Mayo was like number 1 or something like that. Him, and I would say I will plug my guy Iman Shumpert.
Man, coach, if you do that, you the man for real. Cause somebody had just told me that. I'm like, I'm taking my baby steps, but there's gonna be times where I'm gonna get them Shumps on here, them D Roses on here, them Pat Bells, them Tony Allens. Like I'm gonna get them.
Yeah, I mean, process take time. I put in a good word. I put in a word.
Appreciate it, coach. You the man for that one. But I swear somebody had just told me that like last week. Like, man, get Shump on there. I'm like, bro, I can't just call the man like, hey Shump, let me, like I'm not in touch with Shump like that.
Yeah, no, I will send a word to him, put a bug in his ear and talk to him.
But appreciate that, coach. That's big. Man, coach, good luck. Hopefully you guys have a season. You know what I'm saying? I'll definitely be taking that drive out there to come see y'all play, man. Great dude. For those who don't know, I just met coach like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Real good dude, man. We was able to chop it up and talk. So for those that's on here, I don't know, probably all your people, but definitely go support people at Oak Park, man. Coach is a good dude. Great hooper too, man. I say he got some game though, so I'm gonna have to get back in shape, come out there and run with you. With everything clear up.
I'm done. I
Okay, bet. So man, thank you again, coach, man. Definitely an honor to have you on here. Good dude. We'll be in touch, man. We'll definitely be in touch, and stay safe. You and the fam.
Anytime. I'll hit you up, bro, for real.
Okay. See you, coach.